All right, guys, we are finally back on the road. Let's see if we can get you in the picture here, babies. It was what, like 3 weeks? 3 weeks, and I think we ended up breaking down on a Wednesday. Or was it a Thursday? I think it was a Wednesday. I can't remember now. Today is Tuesday. So it was actually 3 weeks and like 4 days. 4 or 5 days. Wow. I just noticed they forgot to hook my button back up on my shifter for my Jake brake. So when we stop to load this forklift, I'll have to do that. And we've already got a problem with the AC. So I tested it for hours when we were at the house. By the way, he says he put in a clutch brake, but it's still grinding. When I come to a complete stop and push the clutch in all the way, it still grinds when I put it into gear. So does that mean he didn't put the clutch brake in? Or is that just something semi-trucks do? I have no idea. Anyways, after we got the load, I came out and I started up the truck and I started up the APU and turned the air conditioner on so that would be nice and cool in here as we're loading stuff in and out of the truck. And we go to leave, and I notice the inside unit is like dripping water, like a lot of water. So evidently, either there's a drain hose that has to run outside of the truck. I'm thinking maybe that fell off as I was hooking everything up. So tonight when we go to stop, I'm gonna have to figure out a way, because I don't think I can take the whole unit off the wall anymore, because you have to straighten those copper pipes out and run the wires through the wall and then hang it on the wall. In order for me to take it off the wall, I'd have to be able to pull all that stuff back through. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. So my bed's soaking wet now. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, I let this thing run for hours and it didn't leak the entire time. And now it's going to leak now that I'm ready to leave. That's just my luck. So, anyways, we have about 3 hours of deadhead. It's now 10:50. We got 3 hours of deadhead to shoot over to Pooler, Georgia to pick up this forklift. And then I think Mason said it's 700 miles from there to Louisiana, or was it 700 total?
I wasn't even around when you guys did the mileage or anything.
So I'm thinking maybe lunchtime is tomorrow. I don't know. I could be wrong about that because of our deadhead. Anyways, we're going to shoot over here to Pooler. They said they have a dock, a loading dock at both sides, so we won't have to use our ramps, which will be sweet. I mean, we have the ramps, and I bought the ramps, but it's something you carry on your truck that you hope you don't have to use. Like tarps. You carry the tarps and you hope you don't have to tarp. Especially because my back is just now starting to feel like a little better. So I really don't want to hurt myself. If basically anything heavy, I'm gonna have Lita help me with it, because I don't want to pull my back again. Anyways, we'll see you guys there. All right, so we've just arrived. We've got a few in front of us here, obviously. There's a, they've got a loading dock on the other side of these forklifts you can't see. Runs off a little gas-powered engine that raises and lowers it however high they need it. Broker said that we would have to load and unload this, but it looks like they load it here. Maybe we have to unload it, which is perfectly fine. I think we're getting one of these forklifts here. Obviously, I've driven one a million times, so it's not a big deal. But looks like they're gonna do all the loading here, which I'm okay with. And then, oh, I need to see how far we are from our drop. Where are we going? Lafayette, Louisiana. And this is right after the hurricane too, so hopefully roads won't be closed. And we'll be able to find a load out of there. So, I don't know, that's the plan. I was gonna start tearing that air conditioner apart to see where it's leaking from. But I know as soon as I get up there and get it in pieces, they'll have me pulling forward. What do you think, Fat Butts?
He got a bone now.
Oh.
What?
Hey, beautiful.
Hey.
Ghostbusters. I missed him lowering that ramp to his trailer. Solid rubber tires. That thing is bad to the bone. Ours isn't solid rubber.
Oh, we got a baby one.
No, it's not a baby one.
Not as big as that one?
You don't think so?
Hell no, it's not.
Okay. Door can shut. Poquito más. First try, no warm up. Well, that's what we got. I think that leaves us with almost 20 feet of deck on the back. I've been on the boards looking, I can't find anything else. Maybe we'll find something along the way. So basically what I do when I'm looking for partials for something like this is I'll choose a couple of different states. Like right now we're in Georgia. So right now I have Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi picked for pickup, like the entire state. And then if something pops up, I'll just kind of look and see where the city is. And if the city isn't anywhere close to where I need to be, then I just forget about that load. And then I'll put in the destination of, I went ahead and put in this destination within, I think, 150 or 200 miles. So nothing's really popped up that's really worth going out of the way. There's a few up by Atlanta. And I think they're paying like $1 a mile. I'm not going to Atlanta for $1 a mile. So anyways, Lita's bungee strapping the chains up, and I'm gonna run around and double check everything, and we'll be out of here. So see you guys on the road. Nice shorts, Lita. I almost called you fat butts. I don't want to call anybody out, but I have no idea what these guys are doing in front of us. Are they just going to chain the back and pull the front with binders? Huh?
I don't know.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy. All right, let's go to Louisiana. Oh, you already punched it in? Dang, 12 hours away? That's a bus pulling a bus. That's wild. All right, guys, it's now 10:40 at night. We're sleeping on the side of the road just right outside of our rest area in Alabama. But I wanted to show you guys kind of what's happened here. I thought it was a hose issue with the way I ran the hose, which it is. But that's... So we pulled the hose out, now we've ran it over to the window, but it was still leaking. And so I took this off, and basically what happens is you have these coils here that that get moisture. And what they do is they drip down into this like drip pan right here. And what's happening is, since we're parked on the side of the road, this air conditioner isn't level. It's pretty far off. Let me see if I can set that up there and grab the light. It's pretty far out of level. So basically what's happening is this tray is filling up. The water's pouring over the corner of this, and then it's dripping out. So usually it runs over here, and it'll run through that hole right there, and then it'll run out the hose. Well, both sides have that hole. But what you have to do is you have to pull this rubber plug out of one side, and then you can pull the hose over, plug it into the other. My fix is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and get some more of this hose, and I'm going to just tee out with both the hoses, and I'm just going to tee into the same one. So no matter how we're parked, it'll always drain. So that's what we're going to do, and then we're going to go to bed. What do you think?
I'm ready to go to bed. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna, just for tonight, I'm gonna switch the hose from this side to this side since we're at a level here. And I guess it'll probably be okay just always being over here, because we're never gonna be parked on the other side of the road leaning the other way. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. got a flat tire, a broken tail light, one chain on the front of his tractor. Did I mention the flat tire? I don't know. And DOT worries about us. This guy's gonna kill somebody. I can't get around him because this left lane's so fucking clogged up. Now I'm stuck going behind this dumbass. 30 mile an hour on the fucking interstate. Alright guys, it's now the next day. It's coming up on 3:45. I guess it would be mountain time? Louisiana time? It's not Eastern, so I guess it'd be mountain time. So I guess we ran into a little bit of an issue with a route we were taking. It ended up adding an hour to our route. The GPS said that we could bypass 45 minutes of it. So it took us down along the coast. The problem with that was there was basically a red light every 50 feet. And of course I caught every single red light. I couldn't catch them all green. So I don't think it actually saved us any time, because when I figured out this morning, we should have got there at 12 o'clock. And now we're gonna get there at 1 o'clock. So I don't think it ended up saving us anything at all. I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but Mason found us another load. We're supposed to be picking up some palletized coils, picking up in Mississippi, going to North Carolina with 2 drops. So I'm hoping we can still make that. We can still make that pickup. I mean, as it is right now, we should be able to get there at 4 o'clock. They stop loading at 5. So hopefully that works. We end up the way we end up redoing the hose on the AC ended up fixing the problem. The only thing was it leaked so much on the bed up there that it was too wet to sleep up there. So I ended up having to sleep on the bottom with Lita and Fat Butts. I slept okay. I mean, I tossed and turned up probably a good bit. Ended up keeping Lita up all night, I believe. I don't think she slept very good. And that's the whole reason I sleep in a separate bed than them, is because the amount of tossing and turning I do all night, every night. It can be overwhelming sometimes, especially in a little bed like that with a dog. It's a lot. So what I'll end up doing when we get home or whatever is do the 2 hose trick with the Y fitting, and then we never have to worry about, depending on which way the truck is kind of leaning, which side the hose would have to be attached to. So anyways, we've got about an hour left of driving, and should be pretty quick, I hope. I mean, it's 1 forklift. The broker told us that they would have a loading dock at the pickup and the drop-off, so we wouldn't need our ramps. But when I called this guy to let him know that we were on our way, he was like, "What address do they have?" And I told him the address. He's like, "Yeah, we're not taking it to that one. We're going to take it over here to this other one." It ended up being like 15 minutes closer. He was thinking it was going to be a couple hours closer. He's like, oh, you're going to get here at lunchtime? Oh, this new address is going to get you there at 10 o'clock. I was like, oh, hell yeah. End up punching it into the address. No, it may be saved. It's maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes closer. Look at all this damage on these roofs from the hurricane. And everybody's got a tarp on the roof. And that one's completely messed up. Look at that. Anyways, so that's it. We'll see you guys there in about an hour. We'll get this thing unloaded. And then, like I said, we got, I think it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes of deadhead. We'll pick up in Mississippi, going to North Carolina. I don't know where the first drop is. I don't know if they're both in North Carolina. I I think Mason said they're like 80 miles from each other. So, oh my gosh, look at all those apartments.
Yeah.
Completely wrecked. I wish I could show you guys, but I don't want to pick up the camera while I'm driving. So, anyways, see you guys there. I'm on I-10 now. There's a little way station here.
It's closed.
Yeah, it's closed. Man, there's trees snapping down everywhere. All right, we made it. I thought I was gonna have to use my ramps because there was somebody already parked here. See how I did on my parking here. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So close. All right, we're gonna get this thing unchained. I don't know if I have to unload it or if they're gonna unload it. I'll just do a quick walk around, just in case they say we did something. There's another United rental down the road that I thought was the place, and it wasn't. And they said they have 5 United rental places along this road. So, yeah, we're good. Let's get this thing unloaded. Sweet, we're unloaded. Let's see what time we got. I think we got here a little before 1. Hey, fat butts. Oh no, it's after 1. It's 1:18. So we got to haul butt.